Okay, so even though Twitch is showing me just a black screen, it somehow is still recording. So I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, so basically what I'll be doing is explaining wishes and desires properly. It's basically a manifestation, but over multiple lifetimes. Now, when I say lifetime, I mean, so how spiritual, like, yeah, it's kind of religious, I guess. I don't know. You can take it for what it is, but how spiritual growth walks is basically through constantly pushing one ego to the brink of death, and then uh, forming a new ego, basically. So, and so we all come down to earth, basically, with like for a lifetime, like a full lifetime, and so I'm using the same word for two different things. I don't know how to. So let me just draw a few things. So each circle I'm drawing is a different lifetime down here. These are each different lifetimes. And but the thing is, they are all the same person. So I'm Greg Fernbrook. I forgot to say that. So I'm Greg Fernbrook. Greg's Mind on YouTube. Most Still 7 on Twitch. I probably should fix that at some point. But so these are all the same person. These individual circles each have lived a full life. So like I don't know, we all live like 70, 60 years or something. So each of these are 70 and 60 years old person that lives and then dies. And then when they die, they go into the next life. So over the course of each of their lifetimes, develop they develop themselves, they develop a personality, and then that personality is shaped through that lifetime and goes into another lifetime. Actually, thinking about it now, I'm not sure how long this live is actually gonna be, but I'm just bringing this up because I'm somewhat annoyed with how it walks and coming to realize how it walks. So each of these are the same person over many different lifetimes. They have each lived and died. So, and and so we get to the wishes and desired part, which is each of them has a wish or a desire. It's basically a form of manifestation. But in their particular lifetime, their personality or who they are is not like geared towards what they want. So like if someone wanted to be like a pro wrestler, I guess they so if one of these lifetimes wanted to be a pro wrestler, there are like things that they would need to do to get to become a pro wrestler. And if okay, no, I had a better example while I was at work thinking. Okay, so scrap the pro wrestler example. We're gonna go with if someone is poor and they wanted to be super rich, they they would have karma working against them in their lifetime of them being poor, because in some past lifetime, in some past lifetime, I'm still learning how to use this program. Give me a moment. Let me see if I can figure this out real quick. So if I highlight this, oh wait, if I highlight this, can I move it over? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, so if a person is super rich in one lifetime and they misuse their wealth, they belittle people or whatnot, they are then gonna have karma build up. And in the next lifetime, so after they die in the super rich lifetime, they're super poor, but they wish to be super rich again. But they already were super rich in the previous lifetime, but they misused their abilities and their wealth. So they need to basically build themselves back up to a point where they can become super rich again. But that's going to take multiple lifetimes, because they, like, their current personality or their current ego isn't going to be congruent to them wanting to become super rich. I need to adjust this. So basically, how this works is that a single lifetime, so right here we'll pick that lifetime. This lifetime wants to be like the super rich, but in previous lifetimes, back before this one, so back this way, in previous lifetimes, they misused that ability. They misused the wealth and got karma for it. So now they're in the lifetime that they're super poor. So over the course of all these different lifetimes, living and dying, they get to this lifetime, which their personality has basically been, like, how do I put it? So part of this process is when you die, you basically kind of forget who you are and whatnot, and that helps in when you're reborn again, you have kind of get a new personality, new ego, and over the course of 20 or 30 years of your lifetime, you kind of revert back to who you previously were, but you're different already. So you're not the same person, but you are at the same time the same person, but you're different. You have a different, like, you grew up in a different family, or you grew up in a different region of the world. But and to go off of that, like, you aren't born into the same reality either. Each different lifetime is basically shaped by what you learned the previous lifetime and where you like need to go. It's not where you want to go, it's where you need to go. It's comparable to the I don't know if it's a poem, but the Edgar Allan Poe's story about the monkey's paw. Basically, it's all about what you what you what your soul needs, not what your soul wants. So if you don't know how to explain that aspect, but it's stupid how it's set up, because like you basically the universe or the soul or whatever you want to call it is continually, like I equate it to breaking a bone and then resetting it. It comes back stronger. It's that's what an ego death is. It's your ego dies, and then the ego that replaces it is stronger. So you get stronger in a way, but you're not the same person that you previously were because of the continual growth. So I I don't know if I even explained this correctly, but it's stupid. I don't like it. I don't like how it is, and the universe knows I don't like how it is. I've been badgering them. So like with my like I see things in my mind's eye. They give me input. I give them input. They know I don't like this. I don't like how it walks, but that's how it walks. Like if you have a wish or a desire that you want to get done, you have to build yourself up to that wish or desire, and it could take multiple lifetimes. And these are all the same person. The only time you become someone completely different, so a completely different person, is after you complete all the tasks or challenges that you set forth for yourself in the single person lifetime. And as far as I can tell, I have lived the Greg Fernbrook lifetime for around 80 different lifetimes. So I have been 80 different versions of myself, of which each of those have many branching versions, which basically the branching versions all lead to basically dead ends or whatnot. But because every single thought or desire needs to be played out in some way, those branching realities need to play out until basically that version dies, gets arrested, or some stupid thing that like takes them out of the equation basically. But as long as those branching realities are active, they are still affecting the like mainline reality. So I guess we can like this is the mainline reality. This is me at the moment. So we have branching thoughts or desires that are all affecting me at this moment. And these will eventually disappear once that desire or branching thought comes to a conclusion or is completed. So I'm not sure what's going on with Twitch. Twitch is being stupid. From what I can tell, Twitch is recording what I am doing, but it's not displaying what I am doing. So I'm just going with it. But I'm basically almost done with the video anyway. It was going to be a short stream. I don't have much to go on. I'm just trying to explain the nature of wishes and desires over the course of many lifetimes. Or a single lifetime, but multiple lifetimes within that lifetime. It's hard to explain. You have to watch the full video if you want to understand. So that is kind of it. But I'll talk to you all later. Have a good day, good night, wherever you're at, and we'll see you later.